Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. We are on the free-to-play right now, and we are farming the Fire Knight tournament because you know what? There's nothing else that I need to do. I've been farming some masteries on the free-to-play in the last few days when, you know, there was nothing else interesting going. We finished the fusion, we finished everything else that we wanted to do, so there's not much for me to do, so I'm just farming this Fire Knight, especially because the end reward, as you know, at the milestone is actually an immortal soulstone. I did not expect that. You know, they've been doing funky stuff recently on the, you know, the tournaments and events. They've been giving us eternal coins. They have been giving us ascension pots. They gave us majesty. Like, I'm not sure why they're doing this. Maybe it's a little bit of a test. I 100% do not want this to like completely change the way that we get the rewards, because in general the top reward for dungeons, you know, the top milestone reward are usually epic books. Same thing for you know, events. You will always have an epic book over there. And when we're talking about accounts that are still progressing, you know, if you're still in the first 1 to 2 years, you still want epic books, not gonna lie. So I'd rather we would still get those epic books. However, like for my main account, yeah, I'm happy. I'd rather get these rewards than the what's it called, the epic book. So I don't know what to say about this. I definitely hope this is not gonna be a thing. Maybe if they keep like, maybe if they alternate, you know, in between fusions they do something like this, and then when there's the fusion they give epic books. Like, I don't know, what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. What would you rather have as the, you know, as the rewards? What they currently give us in the you know, in these ones with the pots and the eternal soulstone and the essences and all that, not eternal, immortal? Or would you rather have again the what do we usually have, epic book, an ancient shard and stuff like that? I'm really curious what you guys think, because like I said, in my opinion, I'm really happy to get these rewards that currently are over here on my main account. But for the free-to-play, they're not as useful. I'd rather still get myself that ancient shard, that epic book, so I can still progress, you know, I can still progress and do more builds. But the subject of today's video is actually what you're seeing going in the background. And I'm not sure if you guys could tell, but this is stage 24. I'm actually farming stage 24 of the Fire Knight on the free-to-play. It's full auto, it's 100% consistent, it can never fail. Like, I've done quite a few runs, and I honestly had a few, I had one where all that could go wrong went wrong. You know, I had some people die and it still did not fail. So this is actually insane. Like, I did not believe when I started this. Obviously, you know, having Lysandra and Tublor does help, but I did not believe that I would actually be able to beat the Fire Knight on 24. This is arguably the hardest dungeon to, you know, to progress and fight on higher stage. So getting myself to farm stage 24 and pretty consistently, look at this, 329, usually do it around, like, you know, the maximum I've seen was 4 minutes. So doing this pretty consistently is actually insane. Like, I cannot believe I'm doing this. And I'm still, you know, my Supreme Elhain is still a work in progress, and everybody else is in the same builds that I had before. So let me just show you a little bit the presets that I have, so you know, you have an idea of how I'm using this thing, because this is pretty crazy. And honestly, the thing is like this. Yeah, Lysandra helps a ton. So instead of having Lysandra, maybe you could run I don't know, somebody that does star meter control, honestly. So High Katun might not be as good, but High Katun could be an option. You having an allure could be really helpful in here. You don't really need maybe the speed lead. You could run somebody else. Arbiter's just in there for turn meter boost and increase, you know, increase defense, not increase defense, increase attack, revives. If you don't have a Tomb Lord, obviously, you know, you can get Tomb Lord through the token trader, but, you know, cost you 6 legendaries. But instead of Tomb Lord, you could use a Stag Knight. You know, it's just the only thing that you lose with Stag Knight is that extra hit. And that's about it. I don't even use the poisons on the boss part, so Stag Knight is an amazing replacement for Tomb Lord. Obviously, Cold Heart is Cold Heart, and then Supreme Elhain, you know what? Instead of Supreme Elhain, you can just use Rhonda. She brings multi-hits, and that's good enough. I just use her because of the affinity, and you know, she hits pretty hard. So let's have a look at the presets. The way that I have it set up is I open with the A3 and then I do not use it. Second wave, do whatever. Third wave, I open with the A1. I want those A1 hits on the shield. Because if you look at the boss part, I make everybody open with the A1s. I want those initial hits on the shield because all the hits that I have counted together are, you know, over 12. It's 2 plus 4, that's 6, plus 2, that's 8, plus 3, that's 11, plus 1, that's exactly 12. You know, you might even get a phantom touch hit from Cold Heart and we take the whole shield down. So by the time we come back to our second rotation or second hits, we can do the turn meter controls, we can do the decrease defense, decrease attack. So it all works out perfectly. So keep that in mind. If you're trying to build a team like this for higher stages, keep in mind that after you pass stage 20, so up until stage 20 it's 10, from stage 21 to 25, you need to hit the shield 12 times in order to take it down. And at the same time, keep in mind that turn meter control is halved after you pass that stage. But, you know, if you have somebody like an Allure in there, plus, you know, somebody that does turn meter control from time to time, you're gonna be good, trust me. So, yeah, that's the Lissandra Priestess, then Tomb Lord. I have kind of the same thing. Open with the Blight, decrease defense and decrease attack. Then do not use it. I want to have it for the second wave. Second wave again, open with it and then whatever. Third wave, I just have his poisons locked because I don't want this to be, you know, I don't want to fill the debuff bar with poisons in case he doesn't land the decrease defense, decrease attack, you know, can get resisted. I want to still be able to place, especially the decrease defense, so when I do hits, I do more damage with the War Master procs. In case you did not know, War Master and Weaken influence the damage you do from War Master. If you have them both, you do more damage. If you only have Weaken, you do obviously 25% extra damage. If you have decreased defense, that's the, you know, the ignoring 60% of it, you do a bit more damage. So keep that in mind. Then when it comes to Arbiter, I just left to do whatever she wants. Cold Heart, again, whatever she wants on the waves. On the boss part, open with the A1 and lock the A2. I don't really care about the decreased accuracy or the extra poisons. I just want her to do the 4-hitter A1 because I have her in Giant Slayer and I want the Heartseeker, you know. Ideally, I will change later on and try to have Cold Heart in a reflex set so she can come back to the Heartseeker faster and therefore, you know, kill the boss faster. And then Supreme Elhain, she does whatever she wants on the waves, just opens with the A1 because this is a double hitter on the boss, and then, you know, whatever she wants again. So this is the team preset. Let's have a quick look at the builds. Tomb Lord, same build, guys, that you've seen in all of my recent videos. Same thing, same stats, 100% crit rate, accuracy, survivable, you know, regen set, fully booked. Masteries, you know, they give him the Giant Slayer to do more damage, the support tree because you want this. Lissandra, again, same thing, War Master, same masteries that you've seen the same in previous videos. Same speed sets that you've seen for the last 2 months on her. I have not changed anything. Look at this. I even still have this one. You know, I could change her build, but I just want to show that it still works. You know, it still works. Even the same build, as long as you hit the right stats, you don't have to min-max and put everything crazy. As long as you have the right team synergy, it works just fine. Like, obviously, Lissandra's a god for the Fire Knight, especially paired with the Tomb Lord and Cold Heart. But in the end, it's like I said, there are stuff you can replace, and you know, it can become more or less harder or easier. Like the last spot, for example, Supreme Elhain, you can just have somebody else that does crowd control. You know, you can have a Miscreated Monster, somebody else that does stuns, freeze, you know, some other ways, because, for example, I have enough damage with the poison, as an example. But yeah, next one, Arbiter, same thing. Arbiter is same build that I showed previously in regen plus speeds, 250 speed, survivable. I tried to get her higher accuracy, just swapped the banner out from the previous video, trying to get her to 200 accuracy so that she has the weaken. You know, when I get to the boss part, again, as I mentioned, I need a weaken, means I will do more damage from War Master and Giant Slayer, and that's kind of like my goal. And at the same time, it gives me a chance to decrease the duration of buffs if I do encounter them with the A2, so that's helpful. Again, War Master on her and down the support sheet because I use her for PvE, so War Master helps me instead of having the timed intervention. You know, that extra damage on the bosses is actually pretty good. Cold Heart, same masteries. Like I said, I'm using her with Giant Slayer right now because most of the time she's the one that, you know, kind of on Fire Knight or some other areas, she does her A1 quite a lot. So having a chance to do some Giant Slayer procs is more useful to me than just having Flawless Execution or Helm Smasher, which is, you know, this one's 50-50, it's not reliable enough. and she's down defense 3 because I want her to, you know, she's gonna take a hit from time to time, so she has a chance to retaliate. Later on, maybe I will reset her masteries because I still have the free reset, and then I will take her down the support tree. But for now, I'm still happy with this one. And as I said, Supreme Elhain, she's still a work in progress. After I finish her masteries, the time is going to go down because I will have an extra War Master on her. Obviously, like I said, once I finish the masteries, she's not booked. And she's in the same thing, lethal plus cruel. Look at me. But, you know, barely any crit damage, still can work on the attack. So she's, like I said, she's a work in progress. As soon as she's going to be fully built, the waves should be a little bit faster, and the boss part should be a little bit faster. But yeah, this is my team for stage 24 Fire Knight. And honestly, I cannot believe this, guys. Like I said, I know I have good champions, but being on stage 24 Fire Knight, being able to do Dragon stage 10 hard, being able to do Spider 25, it's kind of mind-blowing. And you know what? The fun thing is, and this is something that I want to emphasize, because, you know, people might still be saying like, oh yeah, you got good pulls, you got good pulls. Yes, I did get good pulls. I do have good champions, but I want you to keep in mind that I'm kind of using the same champions for every single dungeon. So you see that I have the Lysandra, the Tomb Lord, the Cold Heart for Spider. You saw that I have the, you know, same ones over here, the Lysandra, the Tomb Lord, the Cold Heart, the Arbiter, you know. Same thing. If I go into the Dragon, see again, same thing. The Sandra Arbiter, so you know, it's the core. Like I said, Tomb Lord can be somebody else. Tomb Lord can be a Stag Knight, can be, I don't know, Duck the Pierced. Anybody else that brings decreased defense, decreased attack, stuff like that. Then Lysandra, yeah, she's pretty amazing with her turn meter control, but she could be high Khatoon. It's not as effective or not as good, but it can work. You have plenty turn meter increase from Arbiter and increased attack and you know, turn meter boost. So, you know, at the end of the day, you just have to work with what champions you got. This game can be played and can be progressed. You can keep pushing further with whatever champions you have. You just need to find the right synergy between your champions. And you know, that's something that I always want to emphasize, because most of the time people watch it and say like, oh, I don't have this one, I don't have this one, I don't have this one. Well, there's always a way, guys. This is the beauty about this game, about Raid, that there's always another champion that can slot into one of these spots and they can make your runs and your teams work on, 99% of the content. Maybe certain things like, yes, I don't know, Iron Twins. If you don't have Geomancer, you're kind of screwed of doing a speed run. But, even for that one, there's still some options. But yeah, anyway, I have blabbered enough. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy to watch this. I'm really excited about having this Fire Knight team to do 24. I did not expect it. I'm really proud. And you know what? One more thing I want to mention. I maybe could do stage 25 over here, but I haven't tried it yet. But the reason why I'm not doing this one is because of two reasons. One, there's Gnar Hordes on the first wave that, can make it annoying and can make me be stuck in an endless loop. However, I have Arbiter that can do the A2 and remove the unkillable. But two, and this is the most important reason, stages 24 are the most efficient stages to do when you're talking about energy spent and quality received back, So for the energy that you spend, for the 18 energy that you spend per run, you get the best quality possible compared to coming to stage 25. Like stage 25 gives you the highest quality, obviously, then you get hard stages. But for now, for the normal one, stage 25 gives you obviously the best quality. 24 gives you the most efficiency for, like I said, energy spent, quality of items received back. And then, as always, stage 20 is the best one that for tournament and event points. I'm losing my mind, guys. But yeah, this is what to keep in mind always. 20 is for tournament, event points, 24 for best quality, best quality per energy, 25 best quality. But yeah, this is gonna be it for the video today, guys. Again, if you do enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next. And I'm gonna see you all in the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.